everybody, welcome back to the channel today. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing a new rear shock into the bike. I recently just put a shock put in from the factory. They sent me one back from whenever I blew that rear spring, and it's a lot better, but it's still not as stiff as I would like to have it, so that I don't have to worry about bottoming out or breaking a spring. So what I did was I went and purchased one off of Amazon. I ended up getting the spring for about $40. And it's a 260 millimeter spring with a 1,000-pound spring rate. So I was unable to get a Fast Ace or a D&M shock. They don't have one in the 260 millimeter setup, and the 280 was way too long. It made the bike look crazy. So I'm gonna open this shock up and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, this shock right here is a lot heavier duty than the factory shock. If you look at the two, I mean, there's really just, this is just a plain generic shock that's in here, and this one right here is really beefed up. You got all this adjustability, and the factory one really doesn't have that. So I'm anxious to see how well it's gonna do. I'm just gonna try to get this installed real quick, but before I do, I'm gonna sit on the bike. I want you to pay attention to the amount of sag in the rear fender to the tire. And I'll also jump the bike so you can see how much it is compressing whenever I jump. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and then I'll get this shock installed. All right, so sitting on the bike, you can see how far the fender goes down to here. All right, and then if you pay attention, I'll bunny hop the bike real quick just so you can see how much or how close that fender is to here and how close the muffler is as well. All right, so next time I cut you on, you'll get to see me doing a little bit of work putting this shock in real quick. Goodness. So this is the shock that I took out. This is the one that they sent from X Pro as a replacement. It's also 260 millimeters, and it is a little bit stronger, but I didn't know how well this was going to be and how it was going to work, so I went on and got the new one. You will notice, you can see the bushings are already wearing pretty good. So I feel like this next one that we get is going to be a lot better than this one was. So I'm going to go ahead and install it, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, guys, so I got the shock all the way installed, and needless to say, it is way better than the one that X Pro sent back to replace the one that had blown in the previous video. I'm 160 pounds, and I was able to adjust it for myself perfect. My brother is about 185, and he was able to adjust it to him, and there's plenty of room. You could go down if you're less in weight. If you're heavier, you got plenty of room to go in it. I ended up adjusting mine to about the 14th thread. Like I said, I'm about 160. And I'm going to show you what it looks like whenever I sit on the bike, and then I'll try to get you some footage of me riding around and jumping the jump that destroyed the stock shock here in just a second. So here's the amount of sag just sitting on the bike. So I mean, you can tell it's definitely still got a good amount, and it feels good. But whenever I bunny hop the bike, you'll notice that I'm not bottoming out. So take a look at this. So it definitely feels a lot better. I'm going to show you what it looks like here in just a second with me riding around the track. This isn't a huge pit bike track. It's just a backyard track, but there's definitely some good little jumps, and you'll get to see what this bike's capable of doing with a 160-pound rider on it.
Show the sag from the side.
Okay, here's the sag from the side also. And that's sitting back kind of far. If you sit, this is about where I ride. So, I mean, it's set up exactly how I want it. The only thing that I want to do here in the future is do a fork mod. We did that on my brother's bike. He ended up changing the oil to some 20-weight oil. And he also adjusted the amount of compression underneath the top of these, and it made a huge difference in the feel. I just rode his bike a little while ago, and I was definitely impressed with how it went, and we'll be trying to upload a video on that, on how to do that with my bike here shortly as well.
This right here is the this is the jump that he blew his rear shock on. So we're gonna come down here and give you all a little content of him doing this. Hopefully he don't run my tail over. I'll hide behind this tree right here. Nice. Oh, he got wide. He got wide.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy seeing how well the back shock is holding up. It's definitely 100% better than what we had with the shock that was given to us from X-Pro to replace the one that was that blew up in that previous jump. You can see that this one can hold up to it really well. My bike, my brother's bike, both of them are doing great. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you got any questions, let us know. If you're interested in purchasing this shock, we'll put it in a link for you. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the content. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next round.
Thanks.
Out of breath.